What these sites give us, places like Marcus Garvey Park or places like the Duke Ellington Memorial, is that these are places where we can go, look at, and think about the person, think about what they've given to history, think about their music in the case of Duke Ellington.
I think New York is unusual in African American history for several reasons. First of all, it had the largest African American population in the North. New York becomes really the major locus of the movement.
I worked downtown. I worked in the Wall Street area. Every day I'd walk by the banks, I would walk by some of these streets, and I wondered, who built these places? How do they get to be here? I can't tell you the enormous sense of pride that one has when one knows one's history and understands one's sense of place, how one's community, historical and otherwise, help to define and shape space.
One of the ways we can see Harlem persist, the Harlem Renaissance persist today, is through a project like this, where you map the buildings where artists congregated. But I think particularly through a project like this, where you can map sites for a larger public, for a secondary school and middle school audience.
You can actually be in the same physical place as the ghosts of generations past. And so the city is made up of ghosts. I mean, in some ways the buildings that used to be there, the people that used to be there, but the fact that it's there for generations required my students to get out of the room. And it's not that it's experience or books or experience or geography. I think that once you've gotten a kind of a spatial feeling for what you're talking about, then it's more meaningful to you.
Known for its charismatic leadership and community outreach, the Abyssinian Baptist Church was formed in
Edward Kennedy Ellington, known as Duke Ellington, changed the sound of popular music in America and around the world.
The African Burial Ground is a federally designated historic landmark and archaeological site that was used as a cemetery by free and enslaved people.
That one of the things that we wanted children to feel when they came to the site was a sense of discovery and a sense of pride, because there's so much emotion and often a lot of shame that's associated with this chapter of our history. And to have children understand especially, that those sacrifices led to the building of New York City, which is the greatest city and the most diverse cultural city in the world.
It's important that as we walk, as young people, as older people, and people of color, that we be able to say, I recognize me in this building. I'm a part of this terrain. I played a role in shaping this city and its history.